Good afternoon, students. As paper number 268, question number 66. Now in this question number 66, point A is 50 meters to the west of point B. A is 50 meters to the west of point B. B is here. A is 50 meters to the west of point B. C is 25 meters to the north of A. C is 25 meters to the north of A. D is 20 meters to the west and D is 20 meters to the east of C. 20 meters to the east of C means D will be somewhere here, which is 20 meters to the east of C. And D is exactly midway between E and F. E and F in such a manner that EDF form a vertical straight line. Vertical straight line of how many meters? Vertical straight line of 50, isn't it? 50 meters. F is to the south of D. As F is to the south of D, F will be exactly here. And whatever this E will be somewhere here. The distance between these two is again 25 meters. Because EDF is in a vertical straight line. Then, how far and in which direction is point F from point B? F from point B, what is the total distance here? The total distance is 50 meters, out of which this is 20, and the remaining will be 30 meters. Now this F is 30 meters to the west of B. It is given in choice 1. Clear now? F is 30 meters to the west of B. Then question number 66, 67. Now in this 67, a person walking from his home towards a saloon, he walks for 25 meters towards north. Now this is the starting point here. From here, he travels 25 meters towards north. Then he takes a 90 degrees left hand side, 90 degrees left hand, and walks for 15 meters. He then takes a 90 degrees right and walks for another 20 meters. Right hand side and 10 meters. And he again walks for 15 meters of taking a 90 degrees right. Now from here 90 degrees right hand side, again he travels for 15 meters. And turning 90 degrees towards his left, he walks for 20 meters. From here, left hand side, 20 meters. To reach the saloon. How far and in which direction is the saloon from his home? Now if you check out here, now this horizontal distance, if you calculate here, there are two horizontal distance. This is 15 towards east and this 15 is towards west. Hence 15 minus 15, horizontal distance is 0. Now coming to this vertical distance, now this is the vertical distance. How many vertical distances are there? There are 3 vertical distances. Now this is 25 towards north, this 10 towards north, this 20 is also towards north. And so what is the distance between these two? The distance between A and B is 25 plus 10 plus 20. That is how much? 45 plus 10, it is 55 meters. Now 55 meters, how far and in which direction is the saloon? Which is the saloon here? B is the saloon. Now this B is 55 meters to the north. 55 meters north, choice 5. Question number 67, it is given in choice 5, 55 meters north. Then 68 onwards, now OP, QR, ST, UV are seated around a circular table at equal distance between each other, but not necessarily in the same order, isn't it? Now among these 8 persons, some persons are facing the center, and while some of them are facing away from the center, inward and outward. Then 8 persons are there. 8 persons are seated around a circular table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now out of this, what is the information given here? O sits second to the right of P. P faces the center, clearly given. As P is facing the center, hence O sits here. O sits second to the right of P. P faces the center. And T and R are the immediate neighbors of O and S. T and R are the immediate neighbors of O. T and R are the immediate neighbors of O. T and R can be, either T and R can be like this. Then what is the other possibility here? The second possibility can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now P is here. Then O is here. And T is here and R is here. And T and R are the immediate neighbors of O. S sits second to the left of T. S is seated second to the left of T. In this case, S will be here. And in this case, S is here. S is second to the left of T. T faces the center. Here, T will be away from the center. And S sits second to the left of T. Immediate neighbors of T face opposite. Immediate neighbors of T opposite means now this O will be away from the center because P is towards the center. Immediate neighbors of T. T's neighbors opposite. Now in this case, this O and the other person must be opposite to each other. Then immediate neighbors of T face opposite directions, and V sits to the immediate right of S. As V is to the immediate right of S, as S is here, then V is to the immediate right of S. Now in this case, V can be either here or V can be here. There are two possibilities. And V faces the same direction as S. Now in this case, S is away, V is also away from the center. V and S are of the same directions. And only two people between T and Q. Two people between T and Q, hence Q will be at this place. Because two people in between T and Q. Now two people in between T and Q, Q will be here. As Q is here, V cannot be here, hence V must be here. If V is here, S must be here. Then who is the person left over here? S, P, Q, S, P, Q, R, P, Q, R, S, T, U and V are the persons seated like this. Now here also U will be here. And only two people between T and Q. U sits second to the right of R. U is seated second to the right of R. R is facing away. And U sits second to the right of R. R is facing towards. And U faces the same direction as R. As U and R are facing the same direction, then U and R are opposite. Here U and R are towards the center. And U is not an immediate neighbor of V, but whereas here U and V are immediate neighbors, and the first case is completely ruled out. And Q faces the same direction as R. As R is facing away, this Q is also facing away from the center. And neighbors of T faces opposite directions. V and S are facing the same direction. And V sits to the immediate right of S, hence S is away from the center, then only V will be to the immediate right. Now V and S are facing the same direction, V is also away from the center. And T's neighbors opposite direction, V is away from the center, hence O is towards the center. Clear now? This is how these 8 persons are seated around a circular table. Some persons are inward and some persons are away from the center. Then question number 68. Now in this question number 68, 4 out of the following. 4 out of the following is nothing but an odd man out. Now in this odd man out, which is the one that does not belong to group? T and O. T is away from the center, O is towards the center, V is away, U is away, and Q is also away, except choice 2. The remaining 4 persons are away from the center, and Q is, O is towards the center, choice 2. Then question number 69. Now in this 69, which of the following is true regarding U as per the given arrangement? U faces outside is definitely true, isn't it? Hence choice 1 is the answer. Then question number 70. Now in this 70, what is O's position with respect to S? O's position with respect to S, 1, 2, 3. O is south to the right of S. South to the right of S, it is given in choice 2. Question number 70, it is choice 2 is the answer. Then 71. Now in this question number 71, who sits second to the left of V? Seated second to the left of V, that is Q, isn't it? Q, it is given in choice 5. Next one, 72. How many people in the given arrangement facing the center? As so how many are facing the center? Only 2 persons are facing towards the center, that is given in choice 5. Only 2 persons, choice 5 is the answer. Clear now? That means 2 persons are inward and the remaining 6 persons are facing away from the center. Now this is about question number 68 to 72. Then 73 to 77. Now in this 73 to 77, coding and decoding. Health is very important is written as keep very fresh fruits. Now if you compare the first and the second statement, there is no word which is common between these two, isn't it? Hence we cannot compare these two because health is very important. Keep very. Now very is the word which is common between these two, isn't it? As very is common, which word is common here? Code H, W, S, V, N, K. N, K is the element which is common. And the code to the word very is N, K. N, K. Then if you compare the first one and the third one, health is important. Here health is the word which is common between these two. As health is the word which is common between these two, then what is the code common between these two? And HWSVRI. HWSVRI. Then which is common here? HSV is the element which is common. And the code to the word health is SV. Then compare the first one and the fourth one. If you compare these two, is and important, important is the word which is common. As important is common, then what is the code which is common between these two? HWRI. RI is common between these two. Hence important is RI. As important is RI, is coded as, what is the code to this word is? HW. The code to the word is HW. Clear? Then compare the second and the third statement. Keep fresh fruits. Here keep and fresh are the two words which are common here. Keep and fresh are the two words which are common, hence the code for these two cannot be identified because two words are common and two codes are common. Then what are the codes which are common here? ZI and OB are the terms which are common, ZI and OB. ZI and OB are the elements which are common, keep and fresh. Then what is the word which is left over here? Fruits. And what is the code to the word fruits? Fruits is FD. Now the code to the word fruits is FD. Here, now coming to this one. In this one, your is the word which is common between these two. As your is the word which is common between these two, then which is common here? Your, and the code to the word your is JE. JE is the code for your. Then daily and diet are the words which are left over finally. Daily and diet. Now in this daily and diet, what are the codes common here? PT and CH are the codes common. And the code to the word for these two it will be, PT and CH. Clear now? Then coming to question number 73, what may be the possible code? Here the question is about maybe. Maybe means it is a possible. Then in this one, health check important. Health, what is the code for health? Health is SV and check and important. Now in this word check, is there any word check here? Health is very important, important. What is the code for this word? Important is RI. Hence SVRI should be SVRI, SVRI. As anything else, SVRI. Now we are left with the first and the second. Now between these two, what can be the code for check? The code for check, if you observe here, check is nowhere given in the words, in the sentences. A check is nowhere given in the sentences, and the code for this check should be any code other than the given codes, isn't it? But if you cannot, we cannot take choice one because CH is the code for, CH can be the code for daily or diet. Hence choice one cannot be your answer. Now in this one, DU is the element which is left over. Now this DU is not the code for any of the given words. Hence this DU can be the code for check. Can be the code for check. Hence here it is choice 2. Then question number 74. And what does the code CH stands for? CH stands for what? CH stands for either daily or diet. It is choice 1. And 76. And what is the code for very in the given code language? The code to the word very is what? Very is NK. It is choice 3. Now question number 76. What will be the code for your fruits? Your and fruits, FDJE. FD and JE, that is given in choice 2. And question number 77. What is the code for fresh? The code for fresh could be either ZI or OB. Choice 2 is the answer. ZI or OB, choice 2. Then question number 78 onwards. Now in this 78, it is based on floor arrangement. Now A, B, C, J, K, L and M live on 7 different floors of a building. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now in these 7 floors, there are 7 persons who are staying in these 7 floors and any parameter here, and each one of them owns a different shop. Their different shops were also clearly given. Shops were given and they are living on 7 different floors. And A lives on an even number floor. As A lives on an even number floor, and so many possibilities for this A? A can be 2, 4 or 6. Isn't it? A can be either 2 or 4 or 6. There are 3 possibilities. And only 3 people live between A and the one who owns garment. Now if A is here 1, 2, 3 and the person who owns garment will be on floor number 6, garments. Now this is the one possibility. Then if you take the second possibility wherein A at the 4th floor. Now can A be on the 4th floor? No. If A is on the 4th floor, 3 persons living in between A and the garment is ruled out. Hence, though earlier we have discussed about A could be on second, 4 and 6, out of which 4 is ruled out. Now we are left with A can be on the second floor or on the 6th floor. If A is on the 6th floor, 3 floors in between, A and government 1, 2, 3. Hence, government must be on the second floor. Government is on the second floor. And next one. Only 3 people live between A and the one who owns government. L lives immediately above A. As L lives immediately above A, L can be either on the 3rd floor or on the 7th floor. L lives immediately above A. Only one person between L and the one who owns an electronic. L and electronic, how many persons are there? There is exactly one person. Hence, electronic can be here or electronic can be here. Electronic can be on the first one or on the 5th floor. And similarly, and only one, the one who owns an electronic does not live on the lowermost. Hence, lowermost electronic cannot be here. Hence, electronic must be here. Isn't it? Electronic. Only one person lives between A and the one who owns electronic. Here, electronic must be on the 4th floor. Clear now? Only one in between A and the one who lives on an L lives immediately above A. Only one person lives between L and the one who owns electronic. L and the one who owns electronic. As L and the one who owns electronic, and this electronic must be where? Electronic must be on the 5th floor only in both the cases, isn't it? Then, the one who owns electronic shop does not live on the lowermost floor. K lives on an even number floor, and K is on an even number floor. Here in this case, K can be either 4 or 6. Now in this case, K can be even number floor. K is either 2 or 4, isn't it? And K lives on an even number floor. Neither B nor K owns a garment store. Now neither B nor K here. K cannot be on the 6th floor because K owns. Now the person who is living on 6th floor owns garment, isn't it? Hence K must be on the 4th floor. Then coming to this one, K and 4. And K lives on an even number floor. Neither B nor K owns garment. Neither B nor K, this K cannot be on the 2nd floor. Hence K must be here. Clear? In both the cases, K must be on the 4th floor itself. Neither B nor K owns a garment store. Only 2 people live between C and K. Only 2 people live between C and K. And this C can be either on the top floor or on the bottom floor, either 1 or 7. Here only one possibility because 7th floor is already occupied. And C does not live on the topmost floor. As C cannot be here, hence C must be here only. In both the cases, C lives on the bottom floor. And the one who owns a stationery shop lives on one of the odd number floors above C, but not on the top. That means C odd number floor, isn't it? Above C. The person's stationery shop above C. Now above C odd number shop, it must be 3rd one. Now in this case, now here, this is also 3rd one, isn't it? But not on the topmost floor. The one who owns a stationery shop lives on one of the odd number floors above C, but not on the topmost floor. And B lives immediately above M. As B lives immediately above M, B lives immediately above M. And B lives immediately above M. In this case, B and M must be in these 2 places. And only 2 people live between B and the one who owns toy store. Okay? B lives B and M. As B and M is here, where can this B be? Can B be here? If B and M are in these 2 places, only 2 people live between B and the one who owns toy. If B is 2 means toy must be here, which is not possible, isn't it? Hence B cannot be here and M cannot be here. Hence B is here, M is here. Only 2 people between B and the one who owns toy. B and toy, hence toy must be on the 4th floor. Now here, only 2 in between these 2, toy must be on the 6th floor. Clear? Next one. And the one who owns a beverage store lives immediately above the one medicine. Medicine and beverage must be together. And beverage lives immediately above. Hence this is a beverage and this must be medicine. Now in this case, there is no possibility for 2 subsequent places, isn't it? Here there is only 1 are left over, no 2 vacant places, and this is completely ruled out. Now we are left with what? B, M, J, K, L, A, C. And in this one, garment, electronic, toy, stationery, beverage, medicine, and what is the other thing left over here? Plastic. Now this B owns plastic store. Clear now? And this is how these 7 persons are staying in 7 different floors, and each of them own a different store. And which of the following combinations is true with respect to the given arrangement? Then electronic and M. Electronic and M ruled out. Stationery and C, that's also ruled out. Medicine and J, medicine and J is also ruled out. And beverage and A, definitely true. Hence, question number 78, it is choice 4. Then 79. If all the people are made to sit in alphabetical order from top to bottom, the positions of how many people will remain unchanged? Top to bottom. Now this will be A, B, C, and J, K, L, M. J, K, L, M. Yes, tell me how many remain in the same place? A, B, C, J, K, L, M. Isn't it? None of the persons remain at the same place. None of the remains remain at the same place. That is none, choice 5. None is no one. Then, question number 80. Which of the following stores does B own? B owns plastic. B owns plastic and it is given in choice 2. B owns plastic, it is given in choice 2. Which of the following statements is true? A lives on floor number 6. A lives on floor number 6 is false. C lives on the lowermost floor, definitely true. Hence, what is your answer here? Choice 2 is the answer. Then question number 82. And who among the following lives on floor number 4? On floor number 4, and the person K who owns a toy shop. K who owns toy shop, that is choice 3. Clear now? Question number 82, it is choice 3 is the answer. Then question numbers 83 onwards. Now is in this 83 onwards, syllogisms. Okay. Now in this syllogism, what is the information given here? So conclusions followed by 5 set of statements. You have to find, that means reverse syllogism, isn't it? Reverse syllogism. Fine. Now question number 83. Now question number 83, any answer to this one? 83? How far you could able to remember this case? Come on, in a Gurtunda? Recently we have discussed about this one, isn't it? Malijapal. No, sir. No, no waxing is woodpecker, and all woodpecks, all woodcocks cannot be woodpeckers, isn't it? Cannot be. Now this cannot be comes under which category? Possibility, isn't it? Now in general, for the possibility, we should go for a diagram, isn't it, rather than tick and cross. And still let us check out with this one. Now, in this one conclusion, negative conclusion is given. In order to have a negative conclusion, we should always have negative statement. And that too, this is no. As no is given, the negative statement, one of the negative must be, no should be there. Why? Because we cannot derive, in order to derive a negative conclusion, we should have a negative statement, that is fine. Now 2 negative statements were there. What are those 2? Some not and no. And between these 2, this is no is the conclusion. No cannot be drawn from some not, and the statement must be no only. Are you following this one or not? Because the conclusion is no. As a conclusion is no, we cannot, this is a negative conclusion. Negative statement must be there. But if some not is there, we cannot derive no from some not, hence some not cannot be the statement. And the statement also, we should have no as the statement. Then coming to the first one, is there any no here? No is not there, hence choice 1 is ruled out. Then in second one, now second one, nightingale is there, fine. Nightingale is a woodpecker, isn't it? Now in the second one, nightingale is there. No nightingale is a woodpecker is there. Nightingale is a woodpecker. As no nightingale is a woodpecker is there. Now, sir. Now what is no here? No is waxing and woodpecker. Now here we are having woodpecker. Here also we are having woodpecker. That means woodpecker will be remained as it is. Now this nightingale should go and waxwing should come in this place. Nightingale should go and waxwing should come to this place, and the statement must be in between waxwing and nightingale. Isn't it? Are you following or not? Because you are checking out the middle term. Now waxwing and nightingale, is there anywhere here statement? No. Hence choice 2 is also ruled out. Are you following this one or not? Now we are checking out the middle term. What is the middle term here? Nightingale is the middle term. Nightingale should be there in the statement and it should not present in the conclusion, and waxwing should come into that place. Hence the statement must be between waxwing and nightingale. As it is not there, choice 2 is ruled out. Then coming to choice 3. Now in choice 3, all woodcocks are nightingales, some nightingales are not. Now no nightingale is a waxwing. No nightingale is a waxwing. Now in this one, waxwing is present. Here waxwing is present and nightingale should go out, and in the place of nightingale should go out and woodpecker should come. Now the statement must be between nightingale and woodpecker. Is there any statement with nightingale and woodpecker? Nightingale and woodpecker. There is a statement, isn't it? As there is a statement here, no nightingales and some nightingales are not woodpeckers. Now nightingale is the middle term which is ruled out. Now the conclusion must be in between what? In between woodpecker and waxing, isn't it? Woodpecker and waxing. Hence what is your answer here? No waxing is woodpecker is definitely true. Okay? Now the first conclusion we can able to derive. As the first conclusion we can able to derive, then what is the next one here? All woodwalks cannot be woodpeckers. All woodcocks cannot be woodpeckers. Woodcock and woodpecker. Woodcock and woodpecker, is there any information here? Woodcock and nightingale is there. Nightingale. Now if you take these two categories, what happens here? Nightingale is the middle term which is there. But yes, what happened to the middle term? Middle term not distributed at least once. Isn't it? As the middle term, what do you mean by this distribution? There should be tick at least once. Can you remember the tick and cross or not? Okay? Hence what happens here? Nightingale is not distributed at least once. Hence conclusion cannot be drawn. Hence choice 3 is also ruled out. Done? Then question statement 4. Now in this statement 4, no woodcock is nightingale. Woodcock and a nightingale, and no woodcock is a nightingale. Here waxwing and woodpecker. Next one. What is the other statement here? All woodpeckers are nightingales. All woodpeckers are nightingales. All waxwings are woodcocks. Now here. Woodpecker and nightingale, what is the statement here? Woodpecker, nightingale, waxwing and woodcocks. And is there any statement which is common between these two? No middle term. Hence 1, 2 and 3 cannot be combined, isn't it? Then can we combine 1 and 3 here? No woodcock is nightingale. No woodcock is nightingale. And next one, whatever the third one here, all waxwings are woodcocks. Now if you combine these two, what is the conclusion you can have? Woodcock is the middle term and it is distributed here. Now the conclusion must be in between nightingale and waxwing. No waxwing is a nightingale. No waxwing is nightingale is what the conclusion I got. And no nightingale is, no waxwing is a nightingale. And what is the other thing left over here? All woodpeckers are nightingales. All woodpeckers are nightingales. All woodpeckers are nightingales. Are you following this one or not? Now this is the combination of which two statements? Second and the third. Now this is the first statement. Then middle term distributed. Isn't it? Middle term distributed means this is tick and tick, it is cross, it is tick and cross. Middle term distributed at least one. And the conclusion must be in between these two. What is the final conclusion I got here? No waxwing is woodpecker. Isn't it? Am I getting the answer or not? No, though we are not getting this one directly, but with the help of the two statements I am getting one conclusion, and the second statement I am combining with this one. With the help of these two I could able to derive the answer. Hence first conclusion is done. As the first conclusion is done, now we are left with what? All woodcocks cannot be woodpeckers. All woodcocks cannot be woodpecker. Woodcock is a nightingale and woodpecker is here. If you combine these two, if what is the middle term here? Nightingale is the middle term. Hence what is the conclusion I got here? No conclusion. No woodcock is a nightingale. And the next one, and woodpecker. All woodpeckers are nightingales. Now nightingale is the middle term which is left over. Now the conclusion must be in between woodcock and woodpecker. That means what is the conclusion I got here? No woodcock is woodpecker is what the final conclusion. As no woodcock is woodpecker is the definite conclusion. All woodcocks cannot be woodpeckers, definitely true, because no woodcock can be woodpecker. Isn't it? And so what is the answer here? Finally we got choice 4 as the answer. Done with this one. If you could able to follow this one, follow like this. Or else, okay, draw the diagram as you wish. Clear now? Anyhow, you can draw the diagram. And that is the very basic reason why I am explaining with this method rather than the diagram. Because if I leave this one, you can definitely draw a diagram for each and every choice. Clear? Then, question number 84. Now in this 84, all starfish are salmons, no starfish is vulture. All starfish are what? All starfish are salmon. Now here, see this? 1 minute. See here everyone. No starfish is vulture is there. As no starfish is vulture, see here everyone please. Now in this one, is there any word vulture here? Hence choice 1 is ruled out. Second one, salmon, not starfish, salmon, silkworms, and so on. Choice 2 is also ruled out because vulture is not there. And in choice 3, no vulture is silkworm. Now vulture is silkworm is there, isn't it? As no, now I am checking out for this one. Then no vulture is silkworm. Here vulture is present. Here also vulture is present. Vulture must be in the conclusion. Now the silkworm should go and starfish should come. Now the statement between starfish and silkworm. Is there any statement? Yes, this is the statement. Hence by taking these two statements, now I can draw the conclusion, isn't it? By taking the first and the second statement. Now then tick and cross. No vulture is silkworm, tick and tick. Here starfish tick, silkworm cross. Middle term silkworm distributed. Hence I can able to draw the conclusion. And what is the conclusion here? No vulture is starfish, definitely 2. Done with this one? Second conclusion. Then coming to the first one. Now the first one is here. Again if you observe here, the first priority we are taking for a negative conclusion, isn't it? Because by doing so we can eliminate the choices. Then what is the next one? All starfish are salmon. All starfish are salmon. Now combine the second and the third statement. If you combine the second, all starfish are silkworm and starfish should be here. Silkworm should go, salmon should come. Now the statement must be in between salmon and silkworm. Hence there is a statement. Hence I combine these two. If you combine these two, this is tick and this is cross, and this is tick and this is cross. Middle term silkworm, there is at least one tick distributed. Now the conclusion must be in between starfish and salmon. Hence all starfish are salmon, definitely true. Then what is the answer I got here? Choice 3 is the answer. Done with this? Shall I explain the remaining choices as well? Not required? Fine. Don't get scared about this one. If you want, tell me, I will explain, or else no. Next one, 85. Now question number 85. Now in this 85, now some not. Some grizzles are not hummingbirds. Some not. Some not we can get from some not as well as no, isn't it? Then the first one. All ladybirds are grizzles. Grizzle is here. And grizzle must be here. Humming should come and ladybird should go. Now the conclusion must be in between ladybird and humming. Hence by combining the first one and the third statement, I can able to derive the conclusion. Then, now in this one, ladybird tick and grizzle is false. And in the third one, and ladybird is cross and hummingbird is tick. What is the middle term here? Middle term ladybird distributed. As ladybird is distributed, now the conclusion must be in between grizzle and hummingbirds. Now in this one, grizzle is cross, hummingbird is tick. Hence grizzle is cross, hummingbird is tick. Hence some grizzles are not hummingbirds, whether we can able to derive or not. With the help of which two statements, the first one and the third one. Clear now? With the help of the first and the third statement, I can able to derive the first conclusion. Then coming to the next one. What is the next one here? All ladybirds are mallards. As all ladybirds are mallards, then I am checking out ladybird and mallard. Now in this one, ladybird and grizzle is there. Now grizzle should go, ladybird should be present, and mallard should come, grizzle should go. Now the statement must be in between grizzles and mallard. Do we have that one? The second statement is having grizzle and mallard. Then by combining these two, I can able to derive a conclusion because there is a middle term. Now let us check out whether the middle term is distributed or not. Now in this one, ladybird tick, grizzle is false. Here grizzle is tick and mallard is false. Middle term ladybird, middle term grizzle. Now this grizzle distributed at least once, hence I can able to derive the conclusion. Now the conclusion must be between ladybird and mallard, out of which ladybird is tick. Hence all ladybirds or mallards is definitely true. Clear now? Then what is the answer we got here? 1. As of now, I got 1. If you check out choice 5, both 1 and 2 is there. As both 1 and 2 is there, now I should check out the second one as well. With the help of the second one also, if we got the answer, then choice 5 or else choice 1 will be the answer. Then coming to the second one, and all ladybirds. Now, no hummingbird is a ladybird. No hummingbird. Hummingbird should be there, and no ladybird should go and a grizzle should come. Now, the relation between ladybird and grizzle. Now, that is given in the first one. And the first and the third statement, I can able to derive the first conclusion, isn't it? Now, ladybird and a grizzle is false, and in the third one, a hummingbird is true and ladybird is true. Now, what is the middle term here? Ladybird is the middle term. Middle term is distributed. Now, the conclusion between grizzle and humming. Hence, some grizzles are not humming, definitely true. Done with this? Then coming to the second one. What is the second conclusion here? Second conclusion is all ladybirds are mallards. All ladybirds are mallard. Now, ladybird and grizzle is here. Grizzle and mallard is there. Now, I can combine these two. Ladybird tick, grizzle is false and cross, and grizzle is tick, mallard is cross. Now, the grizzle is the middle term distributed. And the conclusion between ladybird and mallard. Hence, all ladybirds are mallards, definitely true. Clear now? Hence, both 1 and 2 it is given in choice 5. Then, this is about question number 85. Then, question number 86. Now, in this 86, some oak apples are not fork, and some lychees are not fork, isn't it? Both the conclusions are negative conclusions, isn't it? Then, coming to the first one, no fork is oak apple. Fork and oak apple. Here, oak apple should present, and no fork is oak apple means, now sir, with the help of this statement, no fork is oak apple, what are the conclusions that can be drawn? No fork is oak apple, no oak is fork apple, some fork are not oak apples, some oak are not fork apples. First option. Now, first one I am checking out. All forks are not oak. This one, this statement. Okay? I will explain that one afterwards. Okay? Now, because here, what is the conclusion here? Some oak are not fork. That's what is given. Then what is the statement here? No fork is oak. Now, with this no, forget about the first statement as of now. Now, I am explaining only the third statement. What is the third statement here? No fork is oak apple, isn't it? Now, no fork is oak apple. From no A is B, no B is A is true. Some A's are not B's is true. Some B's are not A's is also true. Hence, with the statement alone, no fork is oak apple, I can definitely say that some oak apples are not forks. Because from no A is B, I can definitely conclude no B is A, some A's are not B, some B's are not A's. Then, next one. What is the next thing here? Then some lychees are not fork. Some lychees are not fork. Now, the relation between lychee and fork. Where is lychee? Lychee is here. And we should have the relation between fork. Then lychee, pillow should go, and fork should come. Now, the relation between pillow and fork. Is there any statement? Hence, choice 1 is ruled out. Clear now? First line, all forks are oak apple. In this one, you are talking about fork and oak. All forks are oak apples. All forks are oak apples is there. Then no fork is oak apple. Now, these two statements are two different statements, isn't it? Now, we cannot have two statements of the same category in this one, isn't it? We cannot combine the statements at all. Okay? And again, in this one also, what happened here? Lychee is there at only one place, and pillow is nowhere present, hence choice 1 is completely ruled out. Okay? Because these two are what? These two are contradictory statements. We cannot have two contradictory statements. We cannot have two contradictory statements. This is separate and that is separate. We cannot combine this one at all. Then, second one. And what is the second one here? All oak apples are pillows and all oak apples are lychees. And coming to this one, some oak apples are not fork. Some oak apples are not fork. No fork is pillow. Fork is present. Here also fork is present. Oak apple should come and pillow should go. And the relation between oak apple. Now, if you combine these two, now check out. This is tick and this is cross. and this is tick, and this is tick. Middle term, pillow, distributed. Now the conclusion must be in between these two. What is the conclusion here? Both are tick and tick. We'll get where? No oak, apple is fork is the final conclusion. No oak, apple is fork means I can definitely conclude some oak apples are not fork, and the first conclusion can be drawn. Are you following this one or not? Okay, first conclusion I can able to derive. Then coming to the second one, some lychees are not fork. Some lychees are not fork, no fork is pillow, no fork is pillow, and now we should have lychee and fork. Now lychee and fork, what is the conclusion here? No fork is pillow. Now all oak are pillows. Now the middle term is distributed. Now with the help of these two, what is the conclusion I got here? No fork is oak apple, isn't it? Now with the help of this one, this statement and this one, no fork is oak apple. And what is the other statement here? All oak are lychees. All oak apples. All oak apples are what? Lychees. Now what is the middle term here? Distributed, distributed. No. And this is distributed, this is cross. Middle term distributed. Now the conclusion must be in between these two. What is the conclusion here? Now this is cross and this is tick. One is no. Where can we have cross and tick in negative? Some not. And some lychees are not fork. Some lychees are not fork. Are you getting the answer or not? Some lychees are not fork. That is the second one. Then what is your answer here? Choice 2 is the answer. Clear? Is this clear, or shall I explain this one once again? Here we are not directly getting this one. With the help of two statements I am getting the answer, because see here, we cannot, this fork and pillow is here, isn't it? Again pillow and fork are here, but whereas we are not having lychee at this place. As I told, lychee is not there. As lychee is not there, hence I am deriving the conclusion from with the help of these two. Again, okay, combine this one with the other statement. Clear? Then next one. And what about the next one? 87. Earlier we discussed about only deriving the conclusion with the help of just two statements. But as now this is the next step wherein combining two statements, one conclusion, and the statement and that conclusion can be derived. And what is the next one? Question number 87. Now in this 87, all earthworms or snails is not a possibility, and this is also not a possibility. As both possibilities were there, it is always advisable for you to draw a diagram. Okay? And in this one, all snails are goldfinches and no greenfinch is goldfinch. Now in this one, if you combine these two, what is the conclusion we are getting here? Snail, goldfinch here, no greenfinch and goldfinch. Middle one is distributed. As middle one is distributed, what is the conclusion we got here? All snails, and this is no. That means no snail is greenfinch. As no snail is greenfinch is true, no snail is greenfinch is the definite conclusion. Hence, all snails are greenfinch is not at all possible. Are you getting this one or not? Now, final conclusion is what? No greenfinch is what? Snail. As no greenfinch is snail is the final conclusion. Here, all snails are greenfinch. Is it possible? It is not at all, because no. Hence, this one we got. Though it is a possibility, I got the definite conclusion. As definite no is there, some not is not at all possible. Or else if you want to draw a diagram, I will draw the diagram. Isn't it? Yes. చెప్పండి ఎక్కడ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతున్నారు? పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంది కాబట్టి డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేయమన్నాను. డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేయకుండా ఒక్కొక్కసారి వచ్చే పాసిబిలిటీ నేను చెప్తున్నాను. ఓకే, హియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద కన్క్లూజన్? Now the conclusion between all snails are goldfinch, no greenfinch is goldfinch. Now middle term distributed. Hence snail, greenfinch. No snail is greenfinch is what the final conclusion. No snail is greenfinch. If no snail is greenfinch is there, now what is the diagram for this one? No snail is greenfinch. This is the diagram. Not at least one snail is greenfinch. As not at least one snail is greenfinch, and all snails are greenfinches. Is it possible? It is not at all possible. And so I got the answer. It is a possibility. As it is a possibility, we are not supposed to go for an alternate diagram. Possibility lo alternate diagram ki veltara? మధ్యలో బ్రేక్ వస్తే అదే ప్రాబ్లం మళ్ళీ. ఓకే, in the case of possibility, though it is a negative possibility or there is no negative possibility, we are not supposed to go for an alternate diagram. If he is claiming that it is not a possibility, now we should check out whether it can be possible at least once or not. If it is possible once, not a possibility is false. Isn't it? Then coming to the second one. Then what is the second one here? Then the first conclusion. All earthworms or snails is not at all possible. Now the relation between earthworm and snail. As the relation between earthworm and snail, now earthworm is here, goldfinch. Earthworm should be there and goldfinch should go and snail should come. Now the relation between snail and goldfinch. Now this is the statement. Now if you combine these two. Now snail, goldfinch is tick cross. Here earthworm cross and goldfinch is tick. And what is the middle term here? Middle term is distributed. As middle term is distributed, now the conclusion must be some earthworms are not snails is definitely true. Some earthworms are not snails. Some earthworms are not snails. This is what the final conclusion we got. And with the help of this one, all snails are greenfinches. All snails are greenfinches. All earthworms are snails. Is it possible? Not possible, because there are some earthworms which are not snails is true. As there are some earthworms which are not snails is true, all earthworms or snails will be false. It's complementary. Complementary will be false because I have proven some earthworms are not snails. Done? And then coming to this one. Now choice one. All snails are goldfinches. All snails are what? All snails are goldfinches. Next one. And no greenfinch is goldfinch. No goldfinch. Now this is goldfinch. And no goldfinch is what? Greenfinch. No greenfinch is goldfinch. No greenfinch is goldfinch. Next one. Some earthworms are not goldfinches. Some earthworms. And these are the earthworms which are not goldfinches. Some not. Isn't it? Now with the help of this one, tell me, all earthworms or snails is not at all possible. All earthworms are snails. Now sir, these are earthworms, and in order to make this one true, now we should prove all earthworms or snails is possible or not. Isn't it? All earthworms or snails means all earthworms. This earthworm must be here. Can I draw the statement like this? No. Why? If I draw the statement like this, some earthworms are not goldfinches will be false. All the earthworms are, that means it is not at all possible. First conclusion. Then coming to the second one. All snails are greenfinches is not at all possible. No, sir. Greenfinch is here, snail is here. No, sir. All snails are green. Can I draw my snail like this? No. Hence it is not at all possible. Hence both the conclusions follows. That is choice one. And this is the diagram pattern. And earlier we discussed about tick and cross method. Clear now? And still if any doubt, I will discuss after the class. Okay? Then, and this is about question number 76 to 80. Sorry, 87. 83 to 87. Then 88 onwards. Question number 88 onwards. As which one should I explain out of this? 88 to 92. No. Then 93 to 97. Now 93 to 97. If I ask you, okay, once you will say no to for each and every one. Anagadan. Now in this one. 8 friends, anyhow, symbols and that inequalities is anyhow easy. Now I will discuss this one. Just some, because there are some new students are there. And 93 to 97. Now in this 93 to 97, JKLMRSTU. JKLMRSTU are the 8 persons. And seated in a straight line facing north. K sits at extreme left end of the line. Clearly given. K is at one of the extreme end of the line. 3 people between K and S. 3 people between K and S. S is an immediate neighbor of T. S is an immediate neighbor of T. That is one possibility. And what is the other possibility here? K is here. 3 people between K and S. S is an immediate neighbor of T. R sits third to the left of J. R is third to the left of J. One person between J and M. R sits third to the left of J. Now, can J be at this place? J cannot be here. If J is here 1, 2, 3, R must be here, which is not possible. Can J be here? J is not possible because R must be here, which is not possible. Hence, J must be at this place. If J is here, then R will be here. Isn't it? Again, coming to this one. Can J be here? J cannot be here. J cannot be here. J cannot be here. And if J is here, then R must be here, which is not possible. What is the only possibility? J is here and R is here. And R sits third to the left of J. Only one person sits between J and M. One person between J and M here, M is here. In this case, there is no possibility for this M. And L is not an immediate neighbor of M. L cannot be here. L is here. Then who is the other person left over here? U is the person left over. And what is the order here? The order is K, L, R, T, S, J, U, M. K, L, R, T, S, J, U, M. Question number 93. Now in this 93, how many persons are seated between L and S? In between L and S, there are two persons, that is choice 2. And based on the given arrangement, which of the following is true with respect to U? Only two persons between U and L. Two persons between U and L is false. One person to the left of U is also false. R and S are immediate neighbors of U. That's also false. And U sits to the immediate right of T. That's also false. Then what is your answer here? None of the choices is true. That is choice 4. 94 is choice 4. 95. And who among the following people represents the person seated at the extreme right end of the line? Extreme right end of the line, it is M. Choice 2. Extreme right end of the line, choice 2. Then what is the position of J with respect to T? J with respect to T is second right. Second right, and it is given in choice 4. Second right, it is given in choice 4. And who among the following sit exactly between R and J? Exactly between R and J, who are the persons T and S? That is choice 5. Question number 97, it is choice 5. Then coming to 98 to 100. Now in this 98 to 100, how is B? D is the mother of B. D is the mother of B. This D is the mother of B. B is married to J. B is married to J. And L is the father of J. L is the father of J. M is the daughter of T. L is married to T. L is married to T. T is a female. M is the daughter of T. M is the daughter of T. And T has only one son and only one daughter, out of which M is the daughter, hence J is the son, then B is a female. And T has only one son and only one daughter. Y is the sister of B. Y is the sister of B. G is the daughter of Y. G is the daughter of Y. This is what the information given. How is B related to T? How is this B related to T? T is son's wife. Son's wife is daughter-in-law, choice 1. 98, choice 1. 99, how is G related to D? How is G related to D? D is daughter's, now this person is D's daughter is Y and Y's daughter, that means granddaughter. Granddaughter, choice 199. Then what about question number 100? How is M related to B? M related to B, M's husband's sister. Husband's sister, sister-in-law, choice 1. And this is about 98 to 100. Now paper number 268. Done? As anything else in this paper? Clear? 268. Paper number 268, 66 to 100. As those who had doubts in those syllogisms, reverse syllogisms, okay?